first rain, and we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a Wet n Wild CenturyLink field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry now for Nick Chubb. Gets past one man. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
For Nick Chubb, the ball carrier.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. For Nick Chubb. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On first down, it's Watson. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, here's Watson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
10 at the 47-yard.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Intercepted.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Complete.
12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, My list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on the...
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the... line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's a cornerback in for the sack, Tre'Davious White.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. So that'll back them up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
12-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Intercepted.
That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot inside the red zone for their offense.
Chubb. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
24, Nick Chubb, the ball.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
Now Chubb.
2nd and 7.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Down at the 1
Now
yard.
they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like with the rush.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Sets a kickoff.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he'll take a shot here for Hoop. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Austin Hooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
6-6.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Watson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. But credit that sack to Robert Quinn. After the sack on first down, Watson.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5.
Brought down at the
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They go with Chubb on second down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson rolling to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Terrence Brooks with a pick. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
The Seahawks.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Number 25.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
The 26. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
On second and 2, Goff. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Marlon Mack, the ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The 29-yard line.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Goff now to throw. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. They run the draw play with Mack. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
The ball carrier.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Play action. It's Goff. And finding the tight end Hooper. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on third down, Goff. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
A gain of 11 on the
Exactly
play.
what they needed right there, because they need him to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
After the interception, here's Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10, Goff again. He's got Hooper on the short connection. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Right there. 54, right there.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And he locates Laviska Shenault, the rookie from Colorado. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Laviska Shenault, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13, Vikings 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Escaping the pressure right. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
For the field goal, a 55-yard attempt.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue. Now the ball comes loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And I think the ball's out. And his guys will set up field at the 50-yard line. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it in midfield. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The ball carrier brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd down.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the Seahawks' 28-yard line.
Now it's Watson. A bootleg. Rolling to his left. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there at 22. Here's Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far. That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down. Again, it's Watson. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. D.D. Westbrook, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead.
14, Seahawks 13.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Now remember, still time. They can elect to kick it now from back at the 20.
You have to know what you have mentally from your kicker because the extra points have stressed these guys out all across the league. But I think at this stage of the game, I tried him out there and try it from the 20.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Goff now looks to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. And that one was made so tough by the penalty, pushing them back to the 7. They still got it done, though.
Yeah, and the big surprise is that the extra point unit doesn't run out there with the kicker. Okay, you move it back to the 7, but they felt like they needed to have it, and they felt like they had a good play call, and they were successful.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
On 2nd and 12, Watson sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
2nd and 10. At the Vikings' 42-yard line.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
10 at the 13-yard line.
Now a carry from Mack. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. This is caught. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
All I know...